What is up team? What meld should you be using as a tank going into the raid content next week? Bear in mind all sources of information in this video are going to be linked in the comments below. There's a serious amount of solid information, math and theory crafting around the secondaries stats in this patch. I will be providing a simplified explanation of what it is, what is good for tanks and why, and blend that with my own tanking experience to explain my reasons. So getting into it, the two major materias we can choose between are direct hit and tenacity. I will not be going into crit, skill speed or det, as the sources I have researched from, which are included in the comments section, have direct hit being above all of those secondary stats. So feel free to check those out if you're curious about the other secondaries. So the discussion here is direct hit versus tenacity. Let's start with tenacity. 200 points of tenacity is worth about 1% damage mitigation and 1% damage increase. The current best in slot as of right now with tenacity 6 melds gives you a total of 1422 tenacity. This equals to around about 7% mitigation and 7% damage increase. This is rounded up. In my opinion, tenacity is an amazing stat, but won't be our number one choice until patch 4.2 and onwards. Think of it like a fine wine, it gets better with age. So why not meld it now? Simply put, in this game with the raid boss meta, the damage is not threatening. We take big hits from tank busters and deal with auto attacks and cleaves in between those big hits, which we have a nice amount of skill cooldowns for already. Until we start reaching 10 to 15% base mitigation by having more than 2000 tenacity, the benefits of direct hit in this current patch outweigh that of what our maximum tenacity is going to be as of this patch. So what about direct hit? Well, the base value of direct hit is 0 at 364 points, aka it does nothing at 364, which we have as a default value with no gear on. Tanks can meld a maximum of 520 direct hit through the 13 materia slots in the left side of their gear. So 520 direct hit nets a 13.8 chance to score a direct hit, resulting in a 25% damage gain when a direct hit procs. This is a flat value. Basically, direct hit is 25% more damage if it procs. Out of all this complicated stuff I have read, and all sources to the math and theory craft wizards are in a pinned comment below the video if you want more detailed information. Credit goes to those guys. So basically we can conclude that direct hit is king as of right now for tanks, giving us a really nice damage increase. It outweighs crit, det and skill speed. Tenacity is king from 4.2 onwards. The more patches that release new tiered gear will make tenacity insanely good as a damage and mitigation stat. We're going to reach the point where we have over 2000 tenacity and a base mitigation of 10% or more, which is crazy to think of our future development. Anything below 2000 or 10% I feel is not worth it from a tank's perspective due to what I said earlier, the raid damage meta. The direct hit scaling outweighs the damage boost and mitigation from tenacity as of this patch. Fact. My conclusion is that I recommend going into raiding progression on Tuesday with full direct hit melds on your weapon and gear, whilst using strength materia on your vitality accessories. Almost every tank I know is going direct hit for these reasons. There's math and theory crafting out there for how good it is in its current state, which we have covered in this video in a very simplified view when compared to tenacity. If you want to meld tenacity for the 5 to maybe 9% mitigation and damage increase we'll be able to get in this patch, more power to you. I won't judge that because in all honesty tenacity is a good option, just not recommended right now from myself or most of the community. But 4.2 onwards, fucking yeah, go tenacity. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, a huge shout out to the wizards on Reddit who I have linked in the comments below for all this testing information. Shout out to Dervy as well. You can go research it yourself if you want a fully breakdown of all the tests that have been done. For now guys, I am out. Take care.